It is a sad day here at the Snacks and Stuff studio because this is our final snack crate. But we might end with a bang. We are ending with Thailand. That being said, if you've had any enjoyment out of these videos of trying exotic snacks, we did just place an order where we are getting close to, 20, 25 different items coming in from all around the world. So we are excited and looking forward to doing that. But this will be our final snack crate. And believe it or not, the very first item that we have here from our Thai box is something that we placed an order for. So hopefully we like these because we're getting them again. And they are Lay's shrimp and seafood potato chips. These crispy, crunchy potato chips pair the distinct flavors of freshly grilled prawns with Thailand's signature seafood chili sauce. And unsure if there are actually two distinct chips in here or if they're all the same chip, just flavored with multiple things.
Yeah, I don't know. From looking at the packaging, there are two different colored chips, so.
That's what you would think, but let's pop it open and let's see. All right, you can see.
Well, maybe.
The colors here. This one does, I think it might be the cameras, make it look kind of green.
Oh, here we go.
And then this one looks more orange. All right, ready to try them?
Yep.
All right.
Scared it's going to be spicy.
Wow, they've got a smell to them. We've been trying a lot of unique potato chip flavors recently outside of these snack boxes, but similar to those, I do feel like what it says on the package is basically the flavor that you get on the chip. Whether or not that's good or not, I think that's going to be up to the individual, but Michelle, why don't you go first, give us a rating out of 10 and your thoughts.
I actually really did like these, and they are like pretty unique in flavor. So I'd probably go ahead and give it like an 8. I guess the green one with the chili or whatever. It does have like a slight kick to it, but like nothing crazy that like someone like me who doesn't really like spice can't handle. And then the prawn one did for me. I don't know if you've ever had them, like shrimp chips. It did have like that kind of flavor, but like a little bit of a spice to it as well. And yeah, overall, I just thought that they were pretty good and pretty unique. And I thought, I don't know, I liked it.
In general, you're just like a bigger seafood person than me, I think. So I agree with everything Michelle said. But for me, it's probably more of like a 6, only because like I don't particularly like the flavors. I think I would like just the green ones. I think it's the prawn one that's throwing me off a little bit. That was the first one I had, and I think it does deliver with what it says on the package. But for me, that's just not something that I would normally associate with a potato chip. Interesting. Moving along, we are going to Mentos Soda Mix. The chewy, usually minty candies you love with a sweet and bubbly soda surprise. Pop the top on this treat and we guarantee you won't stop. I'm ready for these. This should be interesting. I don't even know the last Mentos I just had. Maybe I've never had one. I don't know. How do you eat Mentos? You just chew them?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never really had one before. So I don't know what to expect.
Wow, they all look like the same color in this lighting. Well, hopefully when you actually edit this, you can see the real colors.
Nope. Unlikely.
Didn't your mama teach you how to chew, boy?
No.
Can we zoom in on you just chewing these in the editing?
Sure.
And how annoyed I'm getting. Should I go?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So these are, I don't know, I guess somewhat similar to the fruity ones, just because they have all those different fruit flavors. And I kind of see where they're going as far as like the whole soda-y mix. Like there was a very, very slight kind of fizziness to it, but like you probably didn't even notice at all. I could kind of tell like a little bit, but yeah, it really wasn't anything special. And the flavors weren't anything crazy either. They were actually like not even super flavorful. I'd probably give them, I don't know, probably like a 6.
I've never really had Mentos, so that was a fine experience for me for my first time. Like Michelle just said, I don't really, unless somebody told me like, oh, you're searching for soda in this, I would have no idea. I would just think it's different fruit flavors. They were fine, but just like Michelle said, nothing distinct, nothing spectacular. So I'm going to go right down the middle on those. I'm going to give them a 5. Wouldn't have them again, but there's nothing wrong with them. Up next, Cougar Yogurt Candy. We don't always eat chewy candy for breakfast, but when we do, you can bet it's bursting with creamy, yogurty goodness. No idea what to expect on these ones.
They look like those little, I don't want to be offensive, but I think they're like little Korean yogurt drinks.
They look a little bit like little taffies almost to me. Mm-hmm. Man, getting all stuck in my teeth. For me, the consistency of it isn't anything unique or special. Like it's kind of like any of the other sort of toffee type things that we've had up to this point. But the flavor is different. I don't think I've ever had something quite like that. It's yogurty, but it's also very tangy, and there's a little bit of like a lime flavor running through that to me. And I don't dislike them, but again, it's just kind of like packaging up that flavor into a little sticky candy. So it's not something I probably have again, but for the sake of uniqueness and the fact that I didn't dislike it, I think I would go with a 7 on those. Michelle, take it away.
Yeah, I was going to say a 7 also, pretty much for the same reasons you said. I feel like I have had this flavor before. Again, I guess it is supposed to be like those little yogurt drinks that I mentioned. And the texture reminds me of like the high chews that we've had. Maybe a little bit softer, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say a 7 also.
Next, we have Thai Kai Noi Big Roll. Nailed it. We got the green ones. I don't think we got a red one. You don't have to be a green sea turtle to enjoy this God dang it. This nutritious snack. We've included either the spicy or grilled seaweed flavor variety. So I think we got grilled. I don't think we got spicy. Red typically would mean spicy to me.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at the packaging. It's a little suggestive, but...
Let me see. Oh, baby. All right. Healthy. I've had seaweed type, well, I don't know if we call them snacks, but seaweed things
The
before.
dry seaweed?
Yeah, and it's not for me.
Oh, I love it. I don't know if I'll like it like this, though.
Oh, gosh. Look at this thing. Now, this is unique. Kind of looks like a poop roll.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Wow.
Give it a big old bite.
What kind of flavor is it?
Seaweed. Grilled seaweed. That's it.
That's it.
Grilled seaweed.
Because it's weird to eat something like that on... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I'm going to give it like a 4. It's unique. Not for me.
I'm going to give it a 7. I don't know that I would ever get it again, but it is like a little bit unique. But to me, it kind of tastes like, and for anyone else who has had this, like dried squid little things. I don't want to call them chips or anything because it's literally just like dried squid, which I don't eat often, but the flavor of it tastes like that, which to me is really good. But just the fact that this is seaweed and it tastes like that, for some reason it's a little off, but it is unique, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.
Next, Lush Chocolates. That's all it's called, Lush Chocolates. It only takes one bite to flood your mouth with flavor. These luscious, taffy-like candies are quite literally bursting with a chocolatey drizzle. Drizz.
Oh, these are really small.
There might be a trivia question on the back of these, but it is in Thai, so I have no way of reading or even pretending to read what it says. Like Michelle said, though, tiny, tiny, tiny. Whoa! Did you ever think I'm flying out when you bit into it?
No, 'cause I'm being lame and I'm biting it. Oh. That was different.
Did you ever the stuff explode? Yeah.
It wasn't like a liquidy fudge.
No. It was like a smooth paste. I don't dislike this one. It almost reminds me of like a inside of like a fudgy brownie when you bite into it. Easier to get through than probably a Tootsie Roll. Nothing that is, I don't think, uniquely Thai, but in terms of nailing a chocolate dessert, I think they've done that here, and I would give this a 7.
Yeah, I'd go 7 also. For me, though, it does just taste like a Tootsie Roll. But like you said, softer than one.
I might need to revise my number because that entire thing is still stuck up in my teeth.
Sounds like a personal problem.
I'm having a rough day here. We have Glico Pretzel Sticks, and we have 2 of them. Yummy pretzel sticks that pack an ultra-satisfying crunch. Try either, the larb, tom yum, or buttered corn flavors.
So we have larb and tom yum.
Which one are we trying first?
Tom yum.
Isn't that a soup?
It is a soup.
Look at me with my knowledge just shining through.
I don't know if anyone remembers. There used to be like, what was it, Pringles? Pringles sticks. Very resemblant to this. And I really liked them because there was like a honey butter flavor. Oh, that touched my nose. You're wiping the spice off my pretzel stick.
Just doing you a favor. Those are actually pretty spicy. It's going to hit you in a second.
No, it hit me the first bite. What is larb again? Does it say?
Larb. Nope.
I feel like this is going to be spicy.
All right, here we go.
So many chilies.
Kind of tastes like tuna fish. So those are both pretty spicy in the way that I personally like it. So I'm not going to complain about the spice level on them. I do find those to be very unique. And the fact that we don't really have sticks like this. I mean, we probably do. It's just not a more common snack that you see. I think I'm going to actually go kind of high on these. I think I'm going to go an 8 on those bad boys. Not because I love them, but because I find them to be so unique. And at the same time, though, like still a snack food. Sometimes we get stuff in here where I really wouldn't call it a snack food. This one I would. I think it's very good and unique and a good eat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll have to agree with the 8 as well. Like I mentioned, I don't like too much spice, but this one had like a good amount for me. I don't know if I finished the whole bag, I would still say the same thing. But yeah, the flavor was pretty good and the uniqueness is there. So I'll give it an 8.
Awesome. Time for the Sun Snack Dunk. Savory roasted sunflower seeds coated in a rich, delicious, and yet unusual combination of sweet corn and cheese flavoring. Alrighty, tiny little mini seeds that you would normally throw out to birds.
Well, if they're not spicy, we can leave them out.
They definitely have a corn smell to them. Like a sweet corn. And yeah, let's try.
Cheers. Whoa. I'm going to give it a 7 because I think as far as it being a unique snack, like it's kind of there. Like we don't have too many things that are really sunflower flavored type of snacks. I mean, we have ones that are like, you know, it's like still in the shell and it has a flavor and stuff, but like nothing like this where it's like already peeled and it has flavor. I don't get the cheese, but I do get like this sweetness of, I don't know, was it honey?
Sweet corn.
Sweet corn. Okay. Yeah, I do get that flavor. And like growing up, we had like sweet corn chips. So that's like, it resembles that.
I'm going to go 7. I know in our last box that we had, which was probably a universal yum, we got some chickpeas, like just some unflavored chickpeas. And I gave those a hard time. And what I like about these is when I first bit into it on my first handful, I thought, oh man, this flavor is actually going to be too overpowering and kind of annoy me. But pretty soon after you put them in your mouth, like that sweet corn goes away and you're just kind of then left with sunflower seed taste, which is a good thing. So I actually kind of like that. Likewise, didn't really get any of the cheese flavor. I'm sure it's there. It's just blending nicely. So yeah, for me, that's a 7 as well. Last, but certainly not least, we have a Bang Bang White. That's what it's called. Bang Bang White. Crispy wafers sandwiched with a coconut cream and coated with rich white chocolate make this snack a true tropical treat. This is the first thing that we've really gotten that's had any sort of tropical flair to it, I think, right? In this whole,
I think so,
whole box.
Yeah. And there's like coconut bits on there.
I'm going to give this one a 9. And the only thing holding it back from a 10 is that it just needs more cream. It needs more of that in the middle of the layers. And then I think it would probably be a 10 out of 10 for me. I love that sort of coconut flavor. I love the crisp. It is just like a jumbo Kit Kat, but it's good. So for me, I'm going 9.
Yeah, I'm going to go an 8. I'm not super crazy about coconut, but I do think it works well with this. Like you said, I do wish there was a little bit more cream. It was a little bit dry for me, so I think like the extra cream would help it out a bit. But I do really like it. I think it all blends well nicely together, and Kit Kat needs to make something like this.
They should.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that doesn't have a chocolate exterior, but something like that on the outside that's different. So
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for our Snack Crate Thailand little taste test here. I think we had a good box here to kind of close this series out on. So stay tuned. We are still going to be trying snacks from around the world. It's just not going to be in this format. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Bye.